All right, all sounds are in. Everything's working good. Perfect. What is up, everybody? I'm Risen Gaia or Adam or whatever you prefer. Welcome to another session here. This is session 6 of the Strife of Aradiel. As you can see, I got a new camera here, so if I look a little different, trying to get the adjustments right. So bear with me. It'll change and tweak and stuff over time, but we're gonna hop right on into things and just get everybody included in here. FY for anybody there, if you like what we're doing and hit that follow button. We're here every week and the game was going really good so far. It's a new group, so it's one of those, see how the chemistry goes, and so far it's all been really solid, if I say so myself. We do have one player out tonight, that's Torin, so we're going to start off and we're going to kind of address some of these moving parts here. Thankfully we do got Ira back, so we change up this music into something a bit more appropriate for the mood here. Sounds good. All right. So, last session, everybody had started off taking up sleep, taking in some rest in some of the abandoned huts out on the edge of town, the edge of Steelmere. And while there, some of you managed to resist, specifically Finvar, but the rest of you started to some degree giving in to these dreams that kind of pulled you under. Some managed to gather enough of themselves while in the dream, become lucid enough there to resist what was calling to them. Others decided to follow a certain tune down into the bottom of the lake. The following day, as you awoke, the villagers were starting the first parts of the silent pilgrimage of silence, and as you all kind of watch it happen, the priest came down, took two of the villagers, the same two you had all seen have some kind of experience up in his shrine hall, and now takes them out on the lake. You all decide to grab one of the rowboats there. The villagers putting up no resistance, seeming to spread and let you through, only slowly following you out on your way to the docks there as you untied the boat, headed off into the waters. Soon after, you were met with some of that thick fog, fighting off, trying to get through against the water. The priest still just far enough to see, but try your best to keep out of sight. Just as the fog starts rolling in real thick, he turns back and acknowledges you. Spend some time out there rowing, blinded by all this heavy perspiration here, till you finally make your way onto the mucky shores of this massive island that has no business on this lake. Doesn't look natural, it looks moldy and mucky, and just entirely out of place. Strange plants and things crawl about. Soon enough, you realize you happen to be missing one of your companions here. Ira, at some point from the fog to the shore, had just up and vanished. Then, to make matters worse, you quickly found yourself under attack by some nasty amphibious humanoids who did their best to try to drag you down into the depths, with, of course, Finvar coming closest to seeing that fate come to fruition. Now, you did manage to fight them off and had to proceed onward following the trails of the priest, leaving wherever Ira might be behind, because he certainly wasn't there. Came across a lost, kind of taken out of the world and dropped to your shrine to Kalem, where you found a scroll that gave Jasper a vision of some ancient thing from ancient times, from times going back not only to the beginning of the nation here just to begin with, but stretching even further back to something making contact here. Found some good supplies there, some interesting little things, and Torin himself found a strange ring on the finger of a priest of Caleb, long dead. Looking back in here, For a couple of days there, not a couple of days, rewind that. After you guys left that location there with Jasper taking a moment with Torin to go back and using his tinkering tools remove a chunk of the amethyst stone that made up the shrine to Caleb. You guys proceeded onward, walking through the muck, doing your best to follow what trails you could find of this priest. Time passed, slow and strange here. It's not long, it seemed, before whether the moon was coming up or the sun was going down, the clouds were just gathering overhead, and darkness quickly took the area. At which point you all decide you have to stop for some time to rest and gather your thoughts there. At that point, as everybody rises from their rest, find yourself missing one more companion. Torin is gone. Now, unlike Ira, it's no sudden disappearance. There's no loss without a trace. You can see left behind there his bedroll. See the footprints leading out of the little campsite you made. No sign of a struggle or anything like that. Looks as if he just got up and walked off. Venturing forward still. Eventually, you'll come to the top, kind of cliffside. Going down into that, a gulch down below. And sitting in some gathering of muck there, you see a familiar figure. Barely moving, every so often you see it just starting to stir, and you recognize Ira. Now at different paces there, you all start moving down into the gulch towards him. On the other end of that, so Ira, how you been?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, let's see. So, kind of rewinding things back a little bit there, as everybody had made their way to the shore and moved onward, and had to kind of deal with what was ahead of them. You had been on the boat. Sitting there, you saw the priest, you saw the fog gather around. You were even there when the boat struck on to the mucky shore. When the fog swallowed all around you. You remember stepping out of that boat and onto the muck. Boat still behind you, and the ground itself simply gave way. No chance to scream, just cold, sucking darkness. When you awoke, something slick pressed against your face. You could barely see through the slime that seemed to cling through to your eyes. Figures moved beyond you in blurs, these vague, malformed silhouettes, speaking in deep, guttural tones that made your teeth ache. Most of what follows in your brain from there are just vapors, disjointed flashes. You can feel something sharp pressing against your neck. Whispers in your ear that sounded like your own voice, but wrong. A moment of being submerged into something that felt like water but burned like frost. A heartbeat that wasn't yours, thudding somewhere beneath the ground. Then, clarity. Your arm moved. Somehow, it moved. You clawed at the slime, tore it away, and bolted. You ran through tunnels of its fleshy walls, its breathing viscera. Behind you, something vast moved with an impossible kind of rhythm to it, muttering nonsense in 1,000 voices. And then nothing. The next memory is this. Coughing, muck from your lungs, lying in a gulch as the fog lifts. And in the distance, shapes, familiar shapes. The others are coming. Your comrades there. Now, as your mind stirs a bit there, Ira. 1 second. All right. So, as your mind stirs a little bit there, these memories and images kind of try to roll through your head, but have trouble taking shape. Start off. Give me an insight check.
Insight check. We're looking at a 16.
16. So, the thought, the memory kind of rolls past your head. The words that flash by, it says, not captors, observers. You have this memory of this being that poked you, it prodded you. It didn't speak, but just made these strange sounds, but they moved with this cold precision. Their limbs were strange, jointed wrong, insectile. And they watched you through flat oval masks. Not torturers exactly. They seemed more interested in studying. And you just happened to be the specimen. Now, give me a history check.
14.
14. You remember how the walls of the tunnels pulsed and contracted. Not like stone, but like tissue. This place wasn't carved, it was grown. Whatever you were inside of, it was alive. Just vastly and impossibly alive. Give me a religion check.
$19.
I'll start putting numbers higher for y'all. One image clings to your memory, a rusted plaque that's half swallowed by viscera, written in a language you don't know, but which your mind tried its best to translate against your will. It read, Observatory Node, Cycle 438, Termination Delayed. With all that, as these memories move quickly past your brain, one more lingers at the very, very edge of it. You can't quite grab onto it. It's something it's hard to take hold of, and it seems to resist you. Do you fight to try to grab onto that memory?
I push to grab onto that memory, yes.
Give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Wisdom saves. 7.
7. Try your best to chase the memory, but as you do, something begins to burn inside. Take 5 psychic damage, and the memory pushes itself further away.
You said I do see my compatriots approaching at this point, correct?
Correct. So at this point, everybody is kind of regrouping here. You are coming through this thoughts just racing past your brain over what just happened, this thing that just came down upon you out of nowhere. At that point, everyone's running forward and regathering around you.
Eva? Are you okay?
Finvar?
Yeah, it's me. I'm not a fisherman, I swear. Are you okay? Where have you been?
Where's Torin? I see Ragnar, I see Jasper, but where's Torin? This island is not safe.
We don't exactly know yet, but
It looks like while he was watching last night, he just got up and left. I don't know.
No, he. I don't think he got up. This island's alive.
What?
On the boat when we got off onto the shore, I was swallowed by the island. I didn't even have a chance to warn you guys.
I mean, you say in the island we are standing right now. It's alive, like a monster or something like that.
I don't know, but it was very clearly alive. It surrounded me. It engulfed me. It's all I could feel was flesh, not stone, not mud, but it had the soft give of flesh.
Well, I look to Jasper, like completely desperate. I mean, what the fuck is happening here? Jasper, do you have any idea of what is this creature, or I mean, I don't know.
If I did, I would say that I'd be maybe eating too many mushrooms. It doesn't sound anything like the vision that I had, other than some sort of divine combat or divine epic war and battle between forces of light and some tentacled darkness. But no, nothing like that. Nothing like living islands.
Risen,
Are you
sorry.
okay? You look like you've got a hell of a headache, Ira. Are you feeling okay?
Oh, I can't keep track of. It's coming and going. And sorry, Risen. You said I saw creatures. Their figures were all just disjointed. Would it be wrong to assume tentacle in nature, or?
So, you didn't get any
I-
clear sight of them. It was more like you had a slime-like
Okay.
substance over your face, and so you were seeing kind of blurry silhouettes. But the way that you were seeing a lot of them, think of it more like it all looked almost insectoid to you.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because I figured that was coming, Jasper. Sorry to interrupt. But you said you saw light finding tentacles?
Well, I had a vision I can share with you later, but it's more important that we figure out to find out if you're okay, if you need any help. We found some items that can heal us, some potions of healing if you're hurt bad.
What the? Sorry, my. I can't say if I even am hurt. It seemed all I could make out were silhouettes. They seemed to be looking for something in me, but I couldn't tell you what.
Well, after you just disappeared, we beached on this mucky island, this beachhead, where we talked it over, and we decided to just see if we could locate you and see if we could continue our mission to track down that priest that we were heading after or following. And that's when we were attacked by these fish-like humanoid creatures. I don't really know what they were, but we managed to survive. We took a few hits, and we almost lost Finvar to one of those harpoons dragging him into the water, but we managed to drive them off anyway, and continued on our search for the priest that we think is nearer to the center of the island. We came across a shrine, and it turned out that this small shrine had a body of some sort of scholar or priest or defender dead, and sitting up against this strange amethyst that was carved with the religious symbol of Caleb. And I noticed there's some arcane resonance in there, and explored that amethyst, and it basically gave up a scroll that, when I grasped, it gave me a vision of just some crazy occurrences, and I got the sense that they occurred very far in the past. Some sort of giant invasion, massive invasion by these huge tadpole-like creatures, and some sort of empire that was built on the backs of slaves, and then some resistance by a man named Ragvar Greenhand, some sort of huge battle, tremendous fight against creatures of shadow and tentacle, and then some sort of final strike, final hurling of some sort of shadow creature into the distance, into the dark, and into darkness. But I did see in this vision, I did see this priest, the priest that we've been chasing, standing in the dark, looking toward this creature of darkness, greater darkness. And I think that this priest that we've been chasing probably has something to do with that, creature that I suspect has awoken. So maybe if you can remember a little bit more of your vision, maybe there could be some tie-ins. And we after that vision, we took a little rest and we continued on our journey, and that's when we stumbled across you.
I
And
see.
we found that. I mean, we found the dagger. Really cool. And what's
All right, don't throw that away.
Yeah, that's the funny part. I mean, I'm going to throw it away, and I don't know yet how it's going to return. So I'm going to start the dagger like come back.
I just told you, don't throw that away, man.
I still can go to pick it up. Don't worry.
Hold on, did you say you threw the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you throw it, so again, it's just a dagger. When you toss it, the other end, as soon as it straightens out, extends off, strikes wherever it's going, and seems to just poof out of existence and reappear right back in your hand.
Oh. Can't complain.
Really nice. I mean, and we don't know yet what that thing does. I mean, is that rod useful or what, Ragnar?
Yeah, I mean it's got a bunch of runes on it, and he's holding the thing out. You guys see all these runes of what kind of seems like mundane things, like a rune with a dagger on it, or a lantern, a pole, mirror. Just all these runes all across it. I was checking it out. I think. I mean, I would know, right, after our short rest, kind of how it works, or...
Yeah, you understand it. So kind of messing around with it, again, it turns and it twists. It's like the ultimate bop it. It just has all these different configurations that you can kind of see. There's runes that go across it, indicating kind of the starting point of what you're trying to do. And it can just produce all kinds of crazy different results.
Yeah, so, if we're ever in a hitch, we could just use one of these runes and it'll give us that item, basically.
Oh, after what I just saw, I think that'll be more than useful on this island.
And then also we got, and then I'll pull out the fan. Honestly, I didn't really look at it. I have no idea what it does.
Coming through here. Hold on, give me 1 sec. You guys can hear me? Okay. Oh, give me 1 sec. I think I got you guys muted somehow. Give me one second.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
there we go.
I just want to make sure.
I'm not sure why I did that. All right, so the fan itself, the fan just essentially casts Gust. It gives you so many. If you add it into your inventory, it should say, I'm not sure how many charges, but it'll give you the ability to cast Gust using it. And then, all right, so at this point, you guys are kind of down in this gulch there. Ira, of course, kind of still shooken up, laying in this muck. Everyone trying to kind of get yourself gathered up there. Now, not far to your northeast there, it's a little cliff wall, a hole kind of going down into that. Hole itself looks to only be maybe 3 feet across. Start hearing a gurgling sound come from there. This liquid start pouring out of it, almost like a factory drain, but this stuff is putrid and it's steaming as it's starting to puddle around the floor. What are you guys doing?
We were kind of following the priest's muddy tracks up to recently. Do we see any tracks leading into that?
So
That hole?
the tracks themselves that you guys had followed up to this point, they were heading in this direction towards the gold. That's what brought you to the top there. As the mud here is a bit kind of was dry, heading down into it, a bit wetter towards the bottom there. So looking around, you guys are taking some time to try to get back onto those trails there. Who's gonna try to find the priest's footprints, the trails, if they can? Who's rolling for it?
Well, we got Ira back. I kind of feel like he's the best at tracking things.
Hey, Ira, I know you're currently traumatized, man, but look, we're trying to find our way to the Walmart. How do we get to Walmart? All right, go for
you
it.
just take a left at this. Okay, so what am I rolling for that then?
You're rolling survival.
Survival.
Can I help him? Like, how to track?
Yeah, if someone's trying to help him, like, get around and find some of the stuff, he might not be in the
And
best.
before you roll, we also have a memory trigger from chat.
Oh, snap. Appreciate that. So, anybody have a memory there they want to slice in? Somebody got something? If not, we'll hold on to it. I'll flip my hourglass over here and give you all some time if the moment comes up. Nothing yet? All right.
Nothing at the moment.
Don't forget, chat, you can always use those, and it gives them that bit of time there. If someone thinks of something, we'll get it looped back in. If not, we'll get you back for it. All right, so what did you roll on?
I was going to do that. Finvar said he was going to help. Do I get advantage on that
Yeah,
then, or
advantage
no?
with
Yeah?
that. Yep.
Okay. And roll. 16 for the advantage. Wait,
Alright.
16. What happened there?
You rolled a 12 and a 6 plus the 4, so
Oh,
yep.
my dice was showing a 17, so that's why I was
No
confused.
worries. All right, so with that, it's not that hard. Once you get down to the mucky areas, you find a nice little line of footprints there. They look to be the priest. There are 2 others kind of slowly pacing behind it as well. Goes off to the east from where you're at, kind of around the gulch where it starts sloping up again. It starts drying out again as well, so the footprints start to fade there. Off to the side a little bit to your right from there, you can see these kind of ruins sitting over there, mostly just walls left from what looks to be some ancient fort or something similar, maybe a jailhouse. It's hard to say at this point, it's in such rubble. And again, more gargling at this point, what sounds like faint whispers, but not whispers of any kind of words, just kind of pure gibberish spewing out of that little hole there. What are y'all doing?
One question.
No, not again.
What hour? What hour it is? Like, Did we long rest or short rest before?
So, in the sense of the narrative, to get everything with Tor and everything like that, then you guys can call that a long rest if you would like. That's fair enough because I did insert that in there. So if you guys want to boost in a long rest from there, all except for Ira, who should have already had his long rest from the previous one, though. So
Yes.
yeah, and as far as the time is very difficult to kind of keep track of here. It doesn't seem to follow a normal like daylight cycle. It got dark after what seemed like, maybe 8 hours or so of you guys being out there kind of moving around, which shouldn't have been enough time. And the light seems to kind of come and go. Sometimes it's real bright out there for 10 minutes and it starts to beat down, and then all of a sudden it'll get very kind of dark for another hour or so. So keeping track of time and knowing exactly what it is particularly hard to do out here.
Also, question: do I recover my level of exhaustion for this, or do you want me to keep that level of exhaustion for this long?
Levels out. No, you can go ahead and take that off.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right. So what are y'all doing?
I mean, we lost the track right now. What do we see do? Go to the middle, or
I believe we should follow those tracks as long as we get away from those whispers. I do not want to go through that again.
I'm
That
insane,
sounds
or I'm
terrible.
hearing like voices around here.
The voices you'll hear, they're your own, but it's all wrong.
Well, I agree. I think the first thing we need to do is track down the priests. Secondarily, track down Torin. Whether that means going into the interior of this unnatural island or not, those should be our goals. By the way, the flora and fauna, or at least flora, that we've seen, did it look natural or did it look unnatural or grown, like from a living creature?
So they look almost like some of them have like a distinct kind of mushroom look to them, but upon closer inspection, one could even compare them to they look like polyps, or some of the other things that grow up are just very thick and barbed wiry, and it's all very. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. The colors that grow out of it, the kind of way all of it is very hardly, anchored into the ground, except for the things that crawl about here or there, these little parasites that move around.
So like a giant worm in an asteroid from Star Wars.
One might make that comparison. Maybe.
What do you think, Ragnar?
I mean, it's this place is really weird. I think we need to follow the footprints, right? Now we got Torin. Maybe he followed the whispers in the middle of the night. Who knows what happened?
I can only hope he didn't.
And just a quick little question for everybody. Do you guys hear any background noise coming from me right now?
I have not noticed any.
No.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check.
Nah, you're good.
Thank you.
we could look into the ruins. I mean, is this a wasteland, and we're far away in some tracks? I mean, we could visit the structure. Maybe it's something in there, or maybe we found a ruin, or I don't know. I'm kinda lost here.
And I'm sorry, Rhythm, you said the whispering was coming from the gulch, correct?
Yeah, so you guys are kind of down towards the center area of the gulch there. Not too far off from you are those ruins. Where you're at, there's, a lot of muck, some of those mushroom-like plants growing, some large ones growing up on the hill there, and kind of a little cliffside. It goes up maybe a good 15 feet or so, and on the side of that cliffside, there's this kind of just wide, about 3 foot wide hole. with liquid pouring out and onto the ground below, kind of making more muck there, and these gurgling, gibberish kind of nonsense. You know, it almost sounds like think Tasmanian devil on crack cocaine, just screaming out of this freaking thing.
Okay. Yeah, so upon hearing that, Ira would have already been moving. It more or less self-preservation and trauma at that point towards where the priest, because the priest footprints are kind of opposite of that, correct? Or
They're kind of leading. It's a bit north of you to the opening, and then so it's really not that far. It's like maybe 25 or so feet, kind of northeast of you, and then going past that, it goes straight east. Is where the footprints were leading to.
I think, yeah. So I think Ira would just almost sprint at that point just to get past that, so I don't have to deal with that again.
So, nope.
And just like,
Nope.
nope. Here's the footprints, guys. I do not want to be here anymore.
Got it. What's everybody else doing?
It's a little strange, do you know? When you think, Jasper?
I'd like to just take a look in, but I will respect Ira's wishes to move on, and I do think we need to follow the tracks. But I would like to just near the anus or whatever it is, just kind of look in, see if I can see if it's just a short cave entrance or if it's a cave complex goes deeper.
I'm actually gonna follow Jasper, being another arcane person.
So everyone's going
it
to
will
look in the
definitely
anus,
intrigue
apparently.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay with Ira to like comfort him.
All right. So you're pushing on with
Splitting the party now.
Ira there, kind of trying to catch up there. To you, about how close are you getting to the anus?
Close enough to see, not to get, but not close enough to get the pooped on, basically.
So from where you get to about where the edge of where the ground is kind of starting to swamp up there with this muck coming out of there. Let me get perception checks from you both.
That would be dirty 20.
Also dirty 20.
Hey,
So, two of you step over there, and from where you're looking deep inside there, it's all very dark. You just see where the light kind of comes in at an angle from overhead to you can see the liquid, whatever it may be, streaming out of there. And then you start seeing at the very edge of that these little tendrils, these little just lines like fingers, but a good 9-10 inches long, reaching out, grab on and pulling forward. You get a glimpse of something, looks like a little mouth, missing the lips and everything, just the teeth and the gum lines reaching outwards and chomping back and forth, making those babbling sounds as more tendrils keep pulling. You guys get a better sight of it. You can see this just gibbering thing. All these mouths and nasty chunks of bone swirling about what looks like nothing more than just flesh and mush pushing its way out of the tube there.
do those things look anything like the massive tentacled tadpoles that were in my vision that fell from the sky?
They do not. This looks just absolutely monstrous. No elegance to it. No slender sides anywhere. Just bits of, flesh reaching out from every which way. No exact
I look
shape
over at
to it.
Ragnar and say, "There's no way in hell we're going in there."
Absolutely not. What in... let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, Ira's on the money. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna hurriedly, at a very fast pace, try to catch up to Ira. I'm seeing that.
And as you all start moving quickly through the mush there. You can just catch over your shoulder there. The muck slowing you down just enough to give you the time to see as you look back, and some strange little, almost dragonfly-like creature, but maybe the size of a terrier, comes flying down and drinking from the liquid that's pouring out, before you see one of those tendrils with a mouth at the end of it come down and grab on it and pull it into the hole.
Yikes.
Wow, be careful,
Oh,
people.
boy.
I mean, we could be eaten by the island at any moment.
Yeah, coming back. Okay, yeah, we seen it.
Shall we continue onwards?
Ragnar is terrified right now.
Let's find this priest. Let's find
The
Torrin
chat
and
was
get
cheering for you
out of
guys
here.
to jump in. They're like, just do it. Just jump in there. Just go.
Dive on in, don't be scared.
Put on, resistance of everything.
They're totally on your side, guys.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, Ira made it out, right?
Oh yeah, Ira is gone. Ira was like, nope, sorry. I've already had
No,
my
you do
encounter
not-
with the strange
you do
kind
not-
today.
I may have made it out, but I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
No sir. All right,
No sir, no sir, no sir.
you guys have been offered advantage if you jump in.
What?
So I'll get.
I'm not. I ain't going there.
All right, so pushing on here, you guys continue walking through this just strange wasteland. Again, as far as hours, it's almost impossible to tell the way the shadows are constantly moving as the light seems to not be able to decide which way it wants to come in from. So finally, you get much closer to the center of it. At this point, maybe, as far as you can tell, maybe half a day has gone by. Start reaching to where the ground is no longer just waving up and down in gulches and hills. Now it climbs up the mountain that aims at the center of the island. Footprints lead off inwards towards a kind of rocky path going through the center and climbing up. Assume you guys are all continuing to follow there.
Yeah, and I do think that it's been enough time. What do you think about heading up a little more stealthily? I know the priest knows that we're here, but at least we can, like Finvar, like you were saying, maybe we can hide the direction that we were coming from.
You don't know,
Sounds like
Where we are, I mean- at least for now. I mean, I'll go first then, like stealthily. Anyone?
Alright,
I
so you
will
guys
be
are
a-
pushing
like
forward and-
Torwin, but he's not here. So.
Trying to keep a stealthy pace there. You said that you're starting off with Finvar going in first. I'm gonna need a group stealth check from everybody.
Sounds good.
Ah, nice.
Hey! Oh boy!
It sucked. It literally landed on a 19 and then rolled over.
Oh no!
So you guys are basically having a parade up this mountain here.
Da, 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 da.
Pretty much.
Rocks falling down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So you all start making your way up the mountainside here. Now doing your best to try to stay quiet, but the ground here isn't exactly firm in all places. There are points that are rocky, but even still, too much trying to pull yourself up with too much weight, and rocks break and crumble and go sliding down behind you as you all climb as best you can. The higher you get up, the less the light seems to want to make it up here. More and more shadows gather overhead, and gets darker and darker as you go, until, if you're lucky, you're basically climbing through narrow paths of dim light. Other times it's total darkness, and all you can do is follow your hands forward, hope you can find your way through the next crack. Until finally it opens up to this little kind of overhead, this little cliff section here. You can see a faint glow coming off ahead where around you can see it all spiraling inwards, like you're at the center of some dead volcano. But it certainly doesn't look like any kind of rock that flows through here. Faint glow comes off ahead of you over the cliffside. And let me bring you all into our
Cool.
Wow.
Oh my.
All right. So still doing your best to try to stay stealthy, I would assume.
Yep.
You all can hear
Yeah.
coming off
Our
in the
very
distance
best.
there from the direction of that glow, murmuring and what sounds like some kind of strange rattles going off, and something that follows the kind of candor of a sermon, but in a language you couldn't even begin to try to wrap your brain around. All sounds like gibberish and nonsense from what you can hear. What's everybody doing?
Looks like there are this man here. I mean,
Are those the creatures you guys had fought before?
yeah, the ones that almost
That almost drowned you? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Are we higher up, like in an amphitheater style arena?
Correct. So
Okay.
any of these little like overhead sections like
Okay.
this, those are kind of opposite layers to kind of
So those are kind of
inner,
the-
like an inner cone, like a cone going inwards.
Got
could
it.
I,
Okay.
could I move
So-
to see if there is any fisherman that look like the one that tried to drown me? Or are they like similar to each other?
They all look very similar. There are some kind of difference in spots, but it's like picking out this trout from that trout. Like their spots are different, but I don't know if you took the time to write out. Oh, let's see, this motherfucker got a little one right over his eyebrow. Little. If you want, you can give a. Would you give me a history check? I'm gonna say disadvantage on that. It's not exactly no, you don't need disadvantage. I just know what the DC is. Give me a history check, DC 18. Try to see if you can pick out if you happen to see one you recognize.
But
12. You do not. Now you look across them and you can see there are subtle differences to their patterns and stuff, but like I said, it's like picking out the spots on a cheetah. You're not your brain wasn't ready to memorize that.
option, killing them all. So how are you going to?
Yeah, what's your guys' plan? How do you intend to proceed here?
I'll whisper. I think from what I can see, we are way outnumbered, but I'm not comfortable leaving with that priest alive.
I can't say I am either. If he's on this island, he must have some connection to what happened to me. I'd like to get some answers for that as well.
Let's not forget, Torrin still may be in here. This is a pretty big spot. What if we just don't see him right now, but he's still on this island.
We can only hope that he's on this island and that we're able to find him.
From our vantage, any sign of the two villagers?
Give me So you need to move a bit closer to get a clearer shot of like the area down there. But if you want to do that, then you can give me first off a stealth check to try to remain low, approaching like those cliff sides there, and then a perception check to kind of try to scan on land. To read out
Before
the
I
area.
move further, I do want to find, mention it to the others, I do want to find those villagers, and I do think we should get closer to get a better lay of the land, but I don't want to get so close that we inadvertently trigger a fight here before we are ready. Might I
100%
scout
agree
out a
with you
little?
there.
So we
Yeah.
better be ready then. And
I'm
going
gonna cast.
to use Long Strider on myself. And Ragnar, you need protection now, or are you? Okay?
Finvar about to Leroy Jenkins this shit. Watch.
I'm casting mage armor on myself.
I was just gonna ask: is this like a dark cave where Jasper would have trouble seeing, or?
So there are some light sources out there. It should reflect on your. Hopefully, it's reflecting properly through your game there. But if it's too dark to see, you shouldn't be able to see. So there are some like torches and things spread about, and things giving off some light. So some areas are dim, some areas are dark.
Okay, yeah, no, I just was wondering because my character should have dark vision, so that's why I was wondering
Oh, do you make sure
how
you're,
dark it was.
Here, let me go ahead and make sure that you are set in there properly while you guys decide.
That's why I'm asking, because I figured it looks kind of bright from how you're describing it, so I'm just wondering if I'm seeing it through different eyes.
No,
see.
yeah, you should have night vision for up to 60 feet is what it's set for.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, so anything within
'Cause,
60 feet.
because I could give Jasper dark vision, is why I'm asking that.
Oh, for sure.
I think there's that glowing eye that's illuminating the altar,
That's what I'm looking at.
which is light enough for me.
Okay,
Yeah, what I think we should do is get to that first ridge and then ambush from there. Launch some arrows at the nearest.
Spears.
when you say first
Making-
rid, you're
making
talking about here, or
I am. Yeah.
okay,
All right, so you guys are moving over that
sounds
way.
like I think so.
I'm going Jasper direction.
Yeah. Stealthy and keep an eye out for the villagers and thinking about maybe looks like there's 2 or 3 avenues that I can see.
All right, so who's stepping over that way first? If you guys are staying stealthy.
I'm going first.
All right, give me your stealth check by itself.
16.
16. All right, so making your way across, finding flat little, almost stone-like surfaces there to step across without causing any kind of a rock slide or anything to go sliding down there. Next one following behind in your footsteps. Go ahead and give me your check with advantage.
I'll follow next. You said stealth with advantage, or
With
did
advantage.
with advantage? Okay, I did hear that right.
Remember,
19.
19. All right.
shift gives advantage.
All right.
Oh.
And who's following next? Advantage as well. If you're continuing to follow their footsteps and kind of just going past their same little path there.
Go ahead, Ragnar.
Okay, I'll go then. It says shift with. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, hold down shift and it turns to advantage.
Sweet.
Okay. I've just been right-clicking, and then it gives that little menu, advantage and disadvantage.
But if you
Whatever
translate,
works.
it doesn't translate to roll 20 if you do it that way. But
Oh,
yeah,
does it not?
Anyway.
Oh, it doesn't. You're right. I didn't notice that.
And last up,
Cool.
Jasper.
Thank you for that tip.
sure. Where are we? That would be another dirty 20.
Nice. Just making your way over there. From there, you do get a much clearer side of this thing. Down at the bottom of this kind of cone there, you can see this swirling water that moves around an even smaller island at the center of it. Some of these strange fish people swim in circles. You can see their dorsal fins pop up every so often as they're swimming, humming every time they come up, gathered around on some higher points, not quite as high as where you stand, except for a few kind of clipped out of sight off to the side there. You can just barely see the top of their own dorsal fins. They all chant and shake strange, almost, they look like some kind of large sacks with something rattling around on the inside of them. And at the center there, a large glowing obelisk where you can see the priest standing off in the center there. He chants something in strange belting voices that come out of his throat there. Chained to the obelisk, you can see the two villagers strewn up partially by the arms there that hang kind of loose, but you can see ropes tied around their necks. And in the back corner there, a strange eye that seems to be growing out of the wall watches it all happen.
Any sign of Torin?
Looking around, you don't see a Torin anywhere here.
God, these ridges look so much like teeth.
That eye doesn't look quite good. I mean,
Hey, Ira, you've got pretty good vision. I just can't see in the dark here. Do you see any of these strange fish creatures directly to our west? All I see is dark.
I think you're muted, Ira.
Thank you for that. No, I do not see anything directly to our west.
Not directly, but over across as far west and a little bit north from us.
I mean,
There's
I think
a couple of them on the other side of the ridge, like direct opposite of us, basically.
Well, are you ready?
All right, well, everybody, gather yourselves before proceed forward. Before these pre-rolls kick back in, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break for the night. A couple of minutes there. If you're new here, we do this about every hour, so that way we don't get any pre-rolls or rolls and ads or whatever that roll in while we're playing the game. No interruptions. So we're gonna take a quick break, let everyone stretch the legs for a minute, and then we'll get right back to it. If you are enjoying it, if you don't already, make sure to follow and come and check us out. We're here every Monday, 4 p.m. That's Pacific time, whatever the letters are, PT. And yeah, we'll be right back. Press these buttons, make things happen. All right, y'all, we are back. We are partially back, waiting on Ira to return. So I didn't want to leave y'all sitting on red for too long. So what's up, everyone? Again, if this is your first time here, this is session 6, and you can actually go and check out any of the previous sessions. I do post those over on YouTube. I post those every Saturday, so if you miss a session, it comes out just in time for you to get caught up, get ready for the next session on Monday. See how brilliant that is, y'all? And then you can check me out over on TikTok. It's always Riz and Gaia. That's where I try to make and post like D&D tips and kind of just have conversations. A good one I have going on right now over there with one of my last videos is, what's everybody's deal with the new edition of Dungeons and Dragons? What's the resistance to switching over to it? And for the record, I preference it all by saying, hey, if it's just I don't want to support Wizards of the Coast any further, I get it. Full on get it. That one right there is a given. Cool. But if it's like, oh, it's because of this and that, my whole thing is like, man, basically every edition of D&D that someone plays, we change what we don't like. That's kind of just part of TTRPGs and just the way the way we've always done things. So why is this one so much like, no, I don't like this, so I can't change that, and yada yada yada. just curious to know what everyone thinks about it. And then, yeah, so go over, check me out on TikTok there, or you can check me out on Instagram. That one's a bit more, less just D&D focused and really more me focused. If you just want to get another side of your DM over here. I always think about, I don't know if everybody watches on YouTube, there's this movie reviewer I really like over there named Decker Shadow. And he always introduces himself. He says, "Hi, I'm Decker Shadow, the internet personality with the best hair." I want to steal it from him. I do. I feel like I can take it, but we'll be respectful. I'll say I'm the dungeon master with the best hair. But, we'll see. I don't want that man to sue me over my superior locks here. But sorry, I'm doing my best to kill time. I thought, did Ira come back? Nope, we are still waiting. Y'all are still stuck here with me. That's okay. That's okay. How's everybody? Wisconsin. We got one of our viewers here who used to come through and check out. Like I told you guys before this, I used to run another campaign for a good long while. We had a really cool community, and every now and then we get some celebrity guests in the chat here, and we got one now. So moving to Wisconsin. What is in Wisconsin? They got the only thing I know about Wisconsin is something about cheese, and that's where they lived at in that 70s show. We got Bonus Bell said 90% of D&D that I play is just me making up rules as I go anyway, so the changes don't bother me. Right? Like, you'd be amazed at how often it's just easier to kind of, rule something on the situation rather than dig through for rules. And even then, if I find the rule and I don't like it, I'll just divert back to what I want to do anyways. Like, the whole thing, again, I always say this, rules are great until they mess up the flow and pace of your game. If the rules get in the way of the flow and the pace, that is a rule that needs to be adjusted. If it's anything else, it can just be all kinds of preference, but the first ones you want to look for is things that become roadblocks and speed bumps in your game. Like if it's holding stuff up, if it's overly complicated, if it just drags things down, then find a way to loosen that up a little bit, make it something you can get through real fast and keep things moving. You always want to be moving. Take your time in social moments when things need to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of sit there and not salivate. That's not the right word. What's that other thing you do? Marinate. Percolate would have worked better than salivate too, but marinate. Let it marinate for a while. But when you're talking about getting from one thing to the next, that's something you want to get in that flow of just keeping things moving forward. I think we got Ira back, y'all, so you can stop listening to me go on one of my rants here, because I will rant, y'all. It's been a while. Some of our people in the chat here have been around for a while, so y'all know that I will get going on one of my rants. So our group here, we're all new people, and we're all new, and we're getting along awesome, but they haven't learned yet, y'all. They don't know what kind of a insane personality they're dealing with at the moment, but they're learning.
What have I signed up for?
Oh Lord. Oh Ira, you never mind.
I'm kidding. Please
All
don't
right.
punish me.
Bonus Milk likes my rants. Well, good. I'm very glad that you enjoy my insanity. Someone has to. All right, so swinging back into things here. Why don't we switch back up these tones here to something a bit more ominous and fitting. Ooh. All right, and you guys were getting ready to figure out your plan and make your move. What's the move?
Spread out along this ridge here and have at it.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. You all did take all your stealth rolls there. Let me just get some.
The perception rolls.
Take them out.
All right.
Like one-on-one, Jasper.
I got no perceptions that interfered with any of your guys' stealth checks. So you all have, assuming since you can't dash, since you are, moving in a stealth pace, but you have your maximum distance, 30 feet, to move without being detected.
Is it longer because I have Long Strider? longer, like 5 feet more to reach to the like the fishman?
So if you're doing long strider and the stealth, I'm gonna say just to for simplicity's sake, then you can still move with stealth at whatever distance the long strider added on, but you still can't dash. You can't double that distance.
Okay, so
And if you choose to attack, then you will be noticed, and situationally speaking, anybody else within your line of sight may need to remake their depending on the situation, remake your stealth checks to see if you're noticed. Just a heads up for everybody as you're proceeding onward.
I don't know, Jasper. I don't think I have. I'm in my right mind to just jump in. What do you think we should do?
Well, it's pretty clear that this priest is up to no good, so I say we attack up. I just caution anyone from jumping out too far ahead so we don't get swarmed. Let them come to us instead of us running to them.
Mm-hmm.
If we take out the priest,
I
Yes,
feel like
right.
he may be a bit outnumbered at the moment, though. We see them swimming around in the water around the priest, correct?
You do see a lot of this movement. From where you're at, you're not seeing them all together, so you don't have an exact head count. I mean, you obviously do if you're looking
Okay.
at the map there, but
Right.
in game speaking, you're kind of just seeing every so often, one dorsal fin rise up in the water at one point here or there.
I can't create any distractions far enough away to draw them to the other side of the cavern. So I think unless anyone else can do that, we are where we are.
My distractions are only like 10 feet.
Same.
so we stand around here and we fight, or what do you
Well, we've got the high ground.
We do.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over, Anakin.
So in that moment when I'm going to YOLO it. I'm going to cast guiding bolt in a form of like a spear. I'm going to throw it to the to a priest which is in the middle. And guiding bolt is 120 feet of range, so I think I reach him. And yeah, I'm going to throw the spell to him.
First attack.
Head on.
I didn't even think of guiding bolt. I could do the exact same thing.
Maybe we can get surprise on him.
I could do the exact same thing with guiding bolt, as you're thinking, Finvar.
We could do double or nothing. I mean,
Let's
I'm going
go.
to do it.
Let's
Do I cast the spell to hit him? Yeah. Vision?
You're muted.
You did.
Risen, you're muted.
You're still muted.
Oh, I was.
All good.
Without doing too much of a rant, my desk and everything be squeaking, so I put in a mute here so that I'm not always
Yeah.
squeaking in y'all's ear. And anyways, I need the attack rolls for guiding bolt.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
you ready?
go.
Ready when you are, Finvar.
Yep. 7. Well.
Mine seems to be stuck.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to use one of my lucky points to give me an advantage.
I got 18 with 9 damage.
All right, go ahead and use the lucky point to reroll that.
Okay. 19.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Nice. All right.
And does it hit?
No momento here.
Un momento, por favor.
So,
Por favor.
with that, as you both launch off your 2 guiding bolts,
Nice.
I'm going to like stretch out to the edge of the like the cliff and hey fish bones, we're here for you.
all right. So, energy, so blast off there. 2 bolts, kind of crisscrossing before going down, and both of them striking the priest, knocking him over there. The whole place goes into a sudden kind of hush, gets quiet. The heads of the fish creatures pop up out of the water. They stop swimming and circling the old man lying on the floor there. What were your guys' damage? You got 19 and
9.
You got 19 and 9. All right. Remember that. Put that in a second. All right, 19 and 9. So, and the old man goes down hard, drops straight to the ground, just in a pile of body there. Then you guys can see as all the fish kind of turn up towards your direction and then back towards the obelisk in the center there. The old man's body twitches, seems to just right itself up. You can see at its neck there, that line comes undone, drops open. He kind of grabs at it and tears off this whole layer of outer flesh. You can then see the scales that occupy the true space underneath there as he rips it all away and pulls off, revealing his true fishman look here.
Lovely.
So
I rolled
gross.
15 to the
Yep.
attack. Yeah, really gross.
And with that, we will be rolling initiative. Keep in mind, those of you learning new D&D, when you have this kind of a surprise going on here, they got rid of the whole concept surprise rounds, which was never really a thing. But the way it works here is that since you all got the drop on them, they all get disadvantage on their initiatives,
Ooh.
initiative rolls. So let's see how that works out for you. All right, go ahead and roll when y'all are ready.
I got an 8.
14.
Man, we're starting to change the initiative.
Oh my goodness.
16 for me.
All right, that's it. Well, everybody in there, good. All right, switching up the mood here.
Oh man, I'm not the last one this time.
Yeah. I'm back, so.
All right, and coming in here, first up, Finvar. Well, Finvar, you just used your action there, so keep in mind, Finvar and Ragnar, you guys used your action. That was your move in that round there. So is there anything else that you want to do with bonus actions?
It was me and Finvar, not Ragnar.
Oh, my bad, mix up. All right, so Finvar, you're down in action, but you still have a bonus action, movement, all that. What do you want to do?
Could I throw the dagger spear with my bonus action? Or I know that's when I attack. Sorry, I'm going to use divine favor with my bonus action. Or could I use 2 level spells per turn, or is it one and a
No,
cantrip?
yeah, you can only use a spell slot once per turn.
So simple, I'm going to throw. Throw the dagger. I'm going to walk to this part of the ledge, like here, to cover up anyone who is trying to run up. So that's it. I'm going to pass my turn now.
There we go. Trying to make sure everyone's in the screen. All right, so you finish that up. You end your turn. It's going to bring us over to Ragnar. Hold on. First off, let me put the damage you guys did on this guy. That attack there. All right, and Ragnar, you're up.
All right, I'm going to. Let me just double check my stuff. 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna move right there, block out that, or actually one more, just. Oh, because I won't see you guys since you're above me. That's weird. Yeah. 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 Right. I'll block that entrance, and then I'm going to cast my favorite hex. On the one directly in front of me.
All right.
And then, yeah. I got 90 feet to be able to cast it. So on him, and then I'm going to, taking out my scimitar, wipe against the flame, and firebolt at him.
Nice, go for it.
25.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit.
Hey. For 9, and then that 5 of necrotic. So 9 fire and then 5 necrotic.
All right. Go sending that off there. Send that across, swinging the blade, just tossing that firebolt off over at him. Bam, fire. And it just hits him hard, cracks open the scales across his chest plate there, and sends him flying off the side of the cliff, down and out. Anything else?
I'm gonna look back at Finbar. I think I can hold off this side, you know, and looking if you want me to move a little bit forward to, if you're trying to join or not, like to see if you're trying to join or not over here.
I'm going to join you, so
Yeah,
let's go.
okay, then I will move slightly more forward so that way you can actually get through here.
All right, anything
And
else?
I think he can still pass. It's just difficult terrain.
Perfect.
All right.
Wait, I'll have to move 5 extra feet.
And then Jasper, you are up.
I'm going to slide, 10 feet forward here and pull up the heavy crossbow and take a true strike shot at the priest because he's well within range.
All right.
Down on one knee. That would be a 24 to hit.
No, I think that's gonna hit.
Rolling pretty well. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be piercing damage, and he's also going to be pushed 10 feet due to the weapon mastery property. So 9 points of piercing damage, and pushed 10 feet.
It's gonna free from where are you? Okay, so that's good. It's there. So from where you're at, that's gonna smack him up against that
Altar.
thing right there. So
Sounds
he's
good.
not gonna move, but he's gonna take 2d4 for each of the, or he's gonna take 1d4 for each of the 10 feet. He's gonna take an extra 5 damage. So you did how much originally?
9 piercing.
9 piercing plus 5 bludgeon. He's gonna take another 14 damage on that one. Smacking him around down there. All right. Anything else?
Just in case, I'm going to. Nope, I think that'll be it, actually. I'm prepared to drop the crossbow and change out in case we get bum rushed. But nope, staying as is.
All right. So with that, he makes his way up off of the wall there, kind of steps forward, holds up his necklace there he still wears, and starts shaking it. Jasper and Ragnar, I need both of you to give me wisdom saves.
Of course.
I'm going to use heroic inspiration to
All right.
re-roll that.
It sadly
better.
don't have nothing.
That would be a 20, dirty 20.
All right,
nice.
so you manage to resist this power you start feeling kind of taken over you from the sides there. Ragnar, unfortunately, not quite so able to just shake it off, and you find yourself paralyzed, unable to move.
Oh,
Damn it. Okay.
And
evil priests. Man,
Evil fish priest.
gives another shake of his necklace there, and you see this kind of fog kind of solidify around him as well. And that'll end his turn and bring us to Ira.
You said fog solidified around the priest?
Fog kind of gathers around him almost like armor, and then kind of seems to just be holding on, you know, like mist on a window.
Okay. I only have my bonus action left anyways because I took that surprise attack.
Right?
So, I know we've gone over this in the past. This is just for future reference. I am able to cast Guiding Bolt without expending a spell slot. Would I still be able to expend a spell slot if it's used with my bonus action in that regard? Because I know we've gone over where I can't use 2 spell slots.
So technically there are, you know, those are like the only ways around the 1 spell slot rule. Like if it specifies it doesn't use a spell slot, because that's the way the rule is changed to now, to where you simply can't use 2 spell slots on 1 turn.
Right.
But so if you have an ability that uses one of those things, like, you know, he uses Mage Armor. Mage Armor is normally a spell slot, but if he uses his incantation to put it on himself, then he can still do something else with the other slot there. So yeah, as long as you're not doubling up slots, you're good.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that for later. I'm not going to be using a spell slot here. What I am going to do is I am going to pull out from my inventory a crystal. I'm not sure what kind of crystal it is, but I imagine it'd be like a blue sapphire-ish.
Okay.
And this is for my Starry Form Druid star map, and I am going to, as my bonus action, take the form of the archer, and I'm basically going to be holding the crystal in my one hand and draw back as the constellation forms itself along my body.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate that before I forget. Where is that? I use a... And that's all, that is my bonus action, and I still have my full movement then, correct?
Correct.
Or... Okay.
So I am going to then move. I will move back over here then. And that'll be it for my turn.
Alright. And then it says you emit bright light.
Yes.
For 10
I'm trying to
feet.
remember where I activate that.
Alright, I'll put it on your character for you. Should be coming off.
Okay.
You might not see it if he's already in light though. Alright.
It brightened
And-
for me.
Okay, cool. Alright, and with that, it's going to start bringing us to some of our friends here who... Let's see. I'm going to start dashing inwards. One moving past. Where's it starting from?
They're moving past me or going around?
One moves past you, the others are moving in your direction, but you know, not quite getting close enough just yet.
Then can I use my bonus or my reaction?
You are paralyzed.
Oh, that's right. I am paralyzed. Thank you. Which. There we go.
Alright, that's them.
We have to put that on.
What's the distance? Oh, disadvantage, but in range. This one over here is going to, excuse me, is going to toss off his spear towards Jasper. It's going to come in with. What's your bonus, buddy? 10, so that is not going to hit. I think that should bring us through all of them. Back to the top with Finvar. Finvar, you do have your action this round as well.
Okay. So I'm going to move up here, and in the process, I'm going to throw my my dagger spear to the one is in front of Jasper. This one.
Uh,
Bring it back.
this guy right here.
Yeah, to that one.
All right, go for it.
To throw my dagger spear. I'm going to throw it, not melee hit. So
Just click the hit. Yeah.
12. Hit. Does it hit or not?
12 on that guy. 12 does not hit. So you toss it off. It unfolds into the spear there, and goes off the side, hits the ground beneath him, and poofs out of existence and back into your hand again.
Okay, and with the dagger in my hand, again I'm going to move a little bit and hit the one that's in front of Ragnar with the Nick action.
All right, go ahead, take another swing.
16 now.
16 does hit.
And with that hitting, I'm going to use my bonus action to Divine Smite, the one that's in front of him. So it's this radiant damage, 8 radiant damage, and the hit from the dagger is 3 plus 4, 7. So in total, 15 damage.
15. All right.
And seeing that Ragnar is paralyzed, I'm going to cast with my.
For the record, that one does go down.
Yeah, it's a buff spell. Like I need to use 1 point of time limiting to use Divine Inspiring Smite. So I need to give up to give bonus HP points to me, I think. So I'm going to get 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And looking back to the fisherman, I'm going to say like, don't touch Ragnar. I'm in front of him, so
Okay.
he'll
See,
get
it's
through me.
kind of stand over there to help protect him for sure. All right, and then is there anything else you got?
I'm standing there, protecting
Standing holding off
Ragnar.
on it. Let me check one thing.
Question, because I don't know how it works on the new. Do temporary hit points stack?
No.
I don't know how it works on that. No, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't. It's,
Okay.
Anytime that you use something that's going to give you temporary hit points, the highest one is going to replace the other one. I'm pretty sure that
Gotcha.
hasn't changed. All right. With that, it is going to bring us over to Ragnar. So Ragnar, you are still paralyzed. So there's nothing you can do, but that'll bring you basically to the end of your turn. But you do get to repeat the save at the end of your turn. So you want to go ahead and make.
Yeah, and then
another
how's the
wisdom save.
inspiring smite thing work?
No, I could distribute it to other targets, but I selected myself for the.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay, yeah, never mind. You're good. You're good. Cool, cool. So wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
15.
15. So with that, you managed to break free as your body was stuck there for a second.
yeah.
Use what you can in your brain to finally just reclaim control of all your muscles and break free of that kind of felt like your whole body was tensed up there for a moment. That is going to bring us down to Jasper.
Nice. That changes up what I was gonna do. Can I see the priest at all, or is he obscured by the cloud?
He is still clear. The cloud itself, just for the record, he basically just cast Shield of Faith on himself. Is all he really did.
okay.
For anybody who knows magic, that would recognize it. But other than that, yeah, it's not like.
Is it similar to my like green flame mage armor, basically kind of look?
Yeah, kind of. Except his just made out of that fog there that kind of came out of his necklace.
So then I would know that create or destroy water wouldn't work to destroy that then.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I gotta rethink what I was gonna do.
Hey, I like the creativity though.
Okay.
I would have felt bad telling you couldn't do that. I'd be like, oh man, that's not exactly what I. All right, go for it.
So since I'm a little higher, but I can still see the priest, I'm going to reach out and, using the force, feeling the weave of arcane magic all around us, sense the connection between the priest and myself, and cast Witch Bolt. And oop, that didn't work out. So yeah, looks like that was a
23 to hit.
no. Ignore that. That was I don't know why it automatically rolled the. Here's my hit roll. Those were 4d12. I'm not sure why it rolled that. Here's my hit roll.
Oh, okay.
There we go. That would be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay, so this blue arcane beam of lightning energy, magical energy, connects the priest's chest and my chest with glowing sparks of energy flowing along it from me to him. And one of those sparks of energy strikes out and does, I don't know why, it's supposed to be 2d12.
The first one that's rolling is. I'm confused as to how it's doing that there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure why it rolled it the second time. It did a 3 and a 1 on the first roll. It looks like.
Okay, so so then 4 points of damage only on that first strike.
All right.
And now we're connected.
All right. So, with that, as the bolt of electricity kind of swarms through him, he gives a little shake there, and then he grabs his own spear off from his side there and puts the end of it through that little surging bolt of electricity between the two of you, swings it around and tosses it off in your direction. One heavy throw, which from your range, let me just see.
Is this a reaction or is this still?
No, did
is
you
this
have it?
his
Did you
turn?
have it? This is his turn. If you had something else to do,
Yeah,
it sounded like you were done.
I just want to swap out weapons since we're getting into melee here. I'm gonna drop my crossbow and pull out my shield and war pick.
All right, for sure. So he is gonna toss this strange scepter at you.
Okay.
It goes in with. That is an 11.
Luckily misses. I've got
Alright.
the high ground.
Misses. When it goes up and strikes in, it seems to not vanish like a Finvar spear, but almost just turn into this electricity that zooms back through your own arc there back into his hand. He tosses again, a second time. This
Thanks.
one comes in with a 14. Does that hit?
That also misses.
Also
thankfully.
misses. Zips back
Oh, man.
once more. One final toss. And that one comes
Thanks,
in
wizard.
with a 19.
That hits.
19 hits. All right, so. Whew. Anybody have anything nice to say to Jasper?
No.
Jasper, I need you to cast a spell on me.
So this could have been so much worse, but you're taking 11 lightning damage. As when it gets over to you, it doesn't keep that spear form. It breaks up into its own bolts of electricity that just drill into you, shocking hard and deep there. For the
My false life that had been empowering me dissolves in motes of golden sparks. Youch, that hurt.
That did not look like fun.
all right, and that'll bring us over to Ira.
All right. Well, since my original plan has been thrown out the window. And I'm sorry, what was the armor you said was on the priest? What do we recognize it as?
If you're a spellcaster, then you would just recognize that as it's just Shield of Faith.
Sorry, you cut out right as you said the.
Yeah. You're a cleric, so you're most likely to recognize it. It's a Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Kind of. Okay. So I'm still gonna do this. How do I do the? When you activate the fire, bonus action as super turns, you can make a ranged spell attack. Okay. So I am going to, as my bonus action, using my constellation, I'm gonna once again hold out the gem, draw back like I'm drawing a bow, and launch what is essentially just a bolt of light right at the priest. And what's my spell modifier? A +4 to hit. So I'm just gonna roll that as a d20 because I don't see it anywhere in my attacks or anything.
All right.
A d20 +4 is what it looks like. That is a 12 to hit.
A 12 to
All
hit.
right.
And which one were you aiming on one more time?
The priest.
The priest. A 12 does not hit.
All right, so I launch my shot. It goes sideways. And then in that case, I am going to cast Starry Wisp on this one here.
All right. And for the
Alright.
record there, let's see. The furthest enemy from the party. Hey, Sauron. So you redeemed that, but your redemption there is to give
Uh-oh.
one of our players a disadvantage. So, furthest one from the enemies would be Ira.
Oh, come on! So no,
So, next roll there. Sounds like Ira has disadvantage. Go ahead. You were saying?
Man. I was gonna cast Starry Wisp on the one that's kind of in between all of us.
Go for
right
it.
now. Sorry, roll that at disadvantage. What was
Okay.
the hotkey for disadvantage, Jasper?
It's control.
Control ends up being the okay. And where is Starry Wisp? We end up with a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Okay then. And with that, then I'm gonna take my turn. I'm just gonna use my movement and come over to here.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Fun.
time for y'all's friends to get a chance here. So, with that, the first one remaining over here, who had managed to step off from the attack by Finvar there, is going to move in on Jasper, go in, and he's going in with the net. I need a dexterity saving throw, Jasper.
Okay. That would be 11.
11. It's close. You toss it there, and you manage to. He's coming at you, kind of coming up and around from the little bank there, and he tosses it up. You take a little bit of cover behind that little bit of shelving you have there. Still has his weapon drawn in tight, but he is there for the moment. The other two down here are going to move in. Oh, he is dead. Well, these guys are going to move in. We're going to get 2 attacks off the side. One here for Ragnar with a spear, which is going to be a dirty 20. I think that still hits you, right?
Yeah.
And on that one, you're taking 8 piercing.
8 piercing. There goes my temporary.
We got one more that's tossed at you.
I
That
am
one-
going to
Go ahead.
reaction hellish rebuke him.
Go for it. What's the save on that?
It is going to be 14. Dexterity.
14. Dexterity, which it does not make, comes in with, what's the mod there? Comes in with a 10, so we're going to fail that. How much damage is it taking?
14 fire.
14 fire. So with that one quickly learning its lesson there is left in the piling corpse. The next one that tossed its spear at you, flung overhead, came in with a 12, which does not hit. So flings over and sticks into the wall just off to the side of you. You get 1 attack on Finvar, coming in with a 13. Finvar, does 13 hit you?
I have 14.
All right, managed to avoid that one. Rest of these ones, oh, you also had 1 spear tossed at you. So that one comes in with a 19 that will hit. And you're going to take 6 piercing damage. The rest of these are going to continue dashing in. And missing nothing. Okay, we are good on that. Back to the top with Finvar.
Okay. From where I'm standing, I'm going to yell at Jasper, who's at the other side of this cliff. Jasper, you alright?
We'll see.
I'm thinking something. Wait, hold on. And I'm going to smoke the one that's in front of me, so I'm going to hit him. Well, first I'm going to cast Divine Favor to give a little punch to my. Oh, I need to do that to my attacks, and I'm going to hit him once with my regular dagger.
All right.
I got it.
Again.
Get that priest. Get that priest.
I can reach him, and I want to go in the water. That's why I had this idea. 16 hits.
16 does hit.
Okay, so that's this plus the divine damage is going to be, wow, 7 plus 4, 11 damage in total. The
11
fishman-
damage, and with that, as you fire off, he lets out a nasty, horrible, shrieking sound, as does seemingly the whole island itself. And that eye wall over there, the thing watching everything go on there, lets out its own nasty kind of bubbling screech as its eyes take a different shade there. Anything else?
The one it's in front of me, it's dead or is alive?
The one directly in front of you here,
Yeah, the one I
this
attacked,
one is dead.
or the
this
other,
one- That you just attacked there is you just attacked this was the one that you were hitting.
yeah. There was 11 damage. Okay, it's dead also. Okay, so now I'm going to throw the dagger spear to the one that's in front of Jasper. And with my nick attack. So it's going to throw. Okay, 12 does not hit, no?
No.
Okay, so it's going to return to my hand, and that's it. I'm going to. Well, I'm going to look behind me to Ragnar, and are you up? Are you paralyzed already, or you good? All right. So I'm going to move near Jasper, and right there I am going to end my turn.
All right. Ragnar, you're up.
All right. I'm going in now. I'm going to run in between these two. And immediately use my green flame blade to hit. Oh, that's what's kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which. Has either of them been damaged at all?
The ones that you were just off beside, no, those ones are still up and standing just fine. On touch.
Okay, then I'm a bonus action point to the one on the top. And then I'm gonna green flame blade him.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Ooh.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
FYI, Ira, as an apology for the disadvantage Sorin gave you, you have advantage. You have an inspiration point. Excuse me.
Woohoo!
Go ahead, Ragnar.
So where do I put
No, you're
that?
good.
Sorry.
It should be just a box you
Oh,
check on
that's-
your page.
Oh, heroic inspiration.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
That's gonna be my turn. That's
it?
my movement, and yeah,
All right,
because I use my bonus to do the hex.
Jasper, you're up.
So I know we've got a memory trigger on the board. I wanted to say, in the heat of battle here, thinking back to one of my good friends, the instructor at the academy that taught me all those languages. Just remembering him sling cantrips around and spells around like candy. I'm inspired to do the same. So I'm going to, with my bonus action, empower another arcane burst of energy from the witch bolt, attaching me and the priest, and do 1d12 worth of damage as a bonus action. That'd be 10 points of damage, which
Nice.
should force
Go
a
for that.
concentration save against his Shield of Faith, his armor.
Yes, yes.
Concentration check, I should say.
That you are, in fact, correct about. Let me go ahead and... Which he does make.
Okay.
Barely. It was
And
a
with
close
my... Yeah, it's only 10, so it's not too difficult. With my action, though, I don't have my arcane focus yet with that the amethyst, but what I will do is reach into my spell component pouch and once again try the this mixture of sand and rose petals and throw it at the two fish creatures in front of me and cast sleep with my action.
All right. And I think it reminds
So
me,
they have
it's the change to sleep there.
Yep, so it's a 5-foot radius, so it's basically I can hit 4 squares. It's a wisdom saving throw DC 14. In the first round, if they fail, they're incapacitated, and if they fail the roll or save the second round, then they're go unconscious.
And it's each creature of your choice.
Each creature, yep. So
All right.
just the two in front of me.
All right, so the first one is going to... And it's wisdom, right?
Correct. Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
So that's a 5 and a 9. So they are both going to fail and start.
So they're reeling, groggy. They can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions, but they can move. So they're
Bubbles starting to
basically
come out of the corners of their mouth there.
yeah,
All
so
right,
they're
anything else?
incapacitated. Nope, I'm not going to move. That'll be my action. That's my turn.
All right. Well,
Jasper. I mean, do you remember like the spell you cast on me the first time?
I do.
Do you? I need it. If you can, I don't know how your like magic works. I don't know, but
Yeah, I can't cast it this turn, but I can. I know this is outside. This is kind of weird. This is kind of characters talking, as opposed to players talking. So players talking, I can cast it as a bonus action. So next turn.
yeah,
so he's going to start
I'm
swimming
talking,
his way
my
across
player.
there. And
I'm gonna see him jump in, right?
what's that?
Do I see him at least jump in right away?
Yeah, he starts moving
funny.
across, and he less kind of jumps in. He's more just like walking straight through the water there, coming in your direction. He's going to toss his spear off one time at you there, Ragnar, which is going to come in with... That's going to come in with a 15. It's 15 hit.
15 does hit. Damn.
I'm praying
Sorry,
for y'all.
I got my temporary hit points right back because I hellish rebuked that guy. It went down and I got it right back, so I'm
I
doing
hope so,
alright.
because this is a nasty one.
I know.
Are we about to fall into the same pattern?
As
So
the season's coming,
with that, you are going to be taking 12, doing math, 17,
Oh,
21 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
I am bloodied out. Okay, I need help.
Ragnar! Oh no.
Goes for another toss in your direction there. That one
Oh,
comes in with an 11, which is not going
That's
to
a
hit.
mistake.
And then one more, this one going off towards Finvar. And that is going to come in with a 23, which I know will hit. And see, that one's not so bad. You're taking 10 lightning damage.
I'll even be like, watch out! Oh.
All right, and that'll bring us over to Ira.
Sorry, do you want to take a break, Risen?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we don't mess up on these pre-rolls. I get into the game and I Forget what the time is. All right. Thank you for reminding me there. Appreciate it. I had to screw everyone up. Y'all gotta look out for Solrid there. Solrid's a long time viewer from way back in the day.
Scared.
And apparently just been sitting on all these points there. All right, y'all. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, whatever, and then we'll get back into the action there. So far, most everyone's okay. We're gonna see. Let's see how many combats have we had over the 6 sessions. I think this is like the 5th combat, 4th or 5th so far.
Your 4th.
4th, and so far, 2 out of the 3 finished. Ragnar's gone down. We're gonna see if we're gonna make it 75 or 50-50.
I will get the statistic to 50-50.
All right, y'all. We will be
2 hit points.
right
You
back.
have to-
1 second, and we shall return. Bam, that's on me real quick. What's up, everybody? Hey, real quick, just want to ask, how's the camera look? Let me know. Does it look weird? Does it look it needs to be adjusted? I can't tell. My eye is not what it used to be, and I swear I look at it, I'm like, it looks better, but it doesn't at the same time. Just if you're watching, let me know. I'm very insecure about it. I'm playing, of course, but let's get the group back in. All right, let's get where's it at? Where's the button? There we go. Gotta keep that music going. Everybody looped in, cool. Everybody's on the screen, good.
Ooh.
Oh no, it said wait, ask again. Uh-oh. All right, bonus book, I'm asking it. Does my camera look jacked? Did I look crazy? They said I look oddly tan when I showed the group, and I'm like, I think that's just that's what color I am, y'all. The color's correct. That's not incorrect. I think the other one bleached me out a little bit, so now I look weird because you guys thought I was a pasty bastard, as it turns out.
What? No.
All right, y'all, but getting back into it, and we were kicking things back in, and it was on Ira. Ira, you are up. What are you gonna
Yes.
do? What's it gonna be?
All right, so I'm gonna start by moving up to here, and with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word at the 2nd level on our good friend Ragnar,
How thoughtful.
and
Ours is
that'll
also
give
thoughtful.
us 13 HP to you.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Just reduce the odds of automatic wipeout by like 90%. Very nice.
Yep. And sorry, who had you cast Sleep on there, Jasper? It wasn't on the priest, was it?
No, the 2 right in front of me on the right side.
All right, then I am also going to cast Guiding Bolt at 1st level as my action without using a spell slot. So I'm not using 2 spell slots in the same turn.
On which creatures?
On to the priest.
Go
That's
for
coming towards us.
it. Do it.
Okay, let's roll. Let's do that. That is a 22 to hit.
I should say that hits. And doing 15 damage, it looks like.
15 radiant damage, and the next attack against him will have advantage.
Nice. So he takes that, and you can see when it hits him, it smashes off just one of his shoulders as it hits in. It seems to burn away until you can see the fish bones underneath. He is looking on the bad side at this point. Anything else?
And I believe that was my action and my bonus action. I did a little bit of movement. I think I'm good.
All right. Guess whose turns it is. All right. You said that these 2 right here with you, Jasper, on your sleep, they got to remake that save.
Yes, they can remake the save, and they either shake it off or they become completely unconscious.
All right.
It does look like Solrin gave you disadvantage though, Ryzen.
Did I just rolled a 19? You know, Sovereign, we used to be so close. I swear, we used to be so cool, bro. A 4. It's not gonna make it.
Sovereign the goat.
All right, and the next one is gonna go for his little save there.
Oh,
It's an 8.
I'm so glad I happened to see that.
Unconscious.
They decided this looked like a good place to take a nap. All right. Well, they're useful. Hey, these two guys over here are gonna jump Ragnar.
Oh, no.
One spear with an 8 that's not gonna hit. One spear with a 12 that's not gonna hit. See? And then y'all are gonna be like, why do you make your monster so strong? This is why. This one's gonna get in close enough to toss his spear. Double check if that's disadvantage range or not. That is disadvantage range, because go figure. Which even with disadvantage is gonna come in with a 17 that is going to hit. And where'd that other die go? There we go. And then I roll a 1, so you're gonna be taking a total of 2 damage piercing from that spear. He just barely kind of.
Is that on me?
That's on Ragnar. He more shaves your
Yeah.
legs than actually cuts you with anything.
It's a 2.
2 points of piercing. Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Oh man.
This one's gonna step over, and this one's gonna toss his spear off for Jasper. Let's see if he is in. We're also at disadvantage range. Come in with a. I believe that's a 13. Let me double check. Yeah, 13. Does 13 hit you, Jasper?
It does not.
It does not. All right, and I believe head count. That is everybody back to the top. Finvar.
Okay, so I'm going to look to Jasper and the ones that fall asleep in front of us, and I'll let you dispose of them. I'm going to help Ragnar, and I'm going to jump from the this is the cliff into the water, and while in the air, I'm going to cast is it Compel Dew. Shit, I don't have spells. Okay. So I'm going to cast to the fishman, like screaming, "You little fishbone, come here!" I'm going to jump into the water to go to swim to him, and I'm going to do my 2 attacks. So,
Oh, you still have long stride on,
yeah,
right?
it's
Okay.
10 minutes.
All right, just want to
So I
make
have
sure that's still
45
applied there.
walking speed.
I do believe your first attack will be at advantage because of guiding bolt.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is correct.
So I'm
So
going
go
to
ahead
use
and take them swings.
one with my dagger spear. Going to be 17.
17 will hit.
Okay, and then my other one with my regular dagger. That's going to be 14. Does 14 hit?
The 14 does not hit. What was the
Okay,
damage
so-
from the initial hit?
I didn't roll any, so I'm going to roll everything, because I'm going to use my last point of serendipity as well as my last smite that I can cast once per day without using a spell slot. So, wow. The smite alone it's 15 damage, and then the dagger with my
5, so 20
divine
damage.
favor 20 plus 4, no, plus 3. 23 damage.
And hold on, cause
finally,
oh, smite, divine favor. Okay. Making sure I
finally, I'm
have
going
everything
to use the spine smite that uses one channel divinity, and that's 8 hit points temporary that I'm going to. I mean, I'm going to give it to myself. So.
there. Hold on 1 second. So you made an attack there, because Channel Divinity itself is an action. So if you already made your attack and everything like that, the Divine Smite and everything you're able to do as a bonus action, but Channel Divinity is a separate action. So you're not gonna be able to use Channel Divinity on it.
It says that in Spine Smite, I can use it before smiting, without using any action, like only spending the channel divinity.
Where are you at? I'm just trying to make sure that I'm understanding it properly. If you're correct, cool. I just want to make sure that I understand what's happening with it.
Immediately after you cast a Divine Smite, you can spend 1 use of channel divinity and distribute 2d8 plus 3 temporary hit points. It doesn't say anything about bonus action.
Oh, okay. Inspiring Smite. I see it there. That's my bad. I was looking at the feature listing for it. All right, for sure. No. That's on me, and you are correct. I just want to make sure I understand it. All right, so we got 15 from Divine Smite, 5 from the dagger, 3 from
the Divine Favor. That it's 1 minute of duration, and doesn't consume concentration to the spell. So it's 1d4 more of divine damage on the hit of the dagger.
Sheesh, that's a lot of freaking damage there. It's talking 20,
The Divine Smite
23,
really
31 damage is what we're looking at there.
What? No.
What am I
Total
missing? I see 15, 5, 3, and 8.
No, 8. It's temporary hit points for me, not damage.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So in total it's 23 damage.
3. Okay. I appreciate that. Y'all cut your
Sorry,
DM some slack, all right? I don't always know every damn thing, okay? Shit, I need some help sometimes too.
It's a tricky word also. I mean,
No, I get it. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding how it's flowing there. All right, so yeah, with that, you go in, move, swinging that thing ferociously and adding a lot of divine energy to it and making some absolutely just vicious divine smites there, just bringing it in, powering it up, and slicing through. And he is very badly injured at this point, still standing, but really kind of just holding in its fish guts and holding on to its spear and trying its best to grasp, like using its elbow to hold the guts in while trying to grasp onto its necklace there with its other hand and holding the spear in the remaining, like, still there one. And anything else there, Finvar?
No, I'm in the water with him, like screaming behind
Yes,
in
you
the
are.
water. Bring it on! I'm ready.
You are very much in the water with him. Ragnar, you are up.
Alright, things have changed a little, so I'm gonna go back to my good old attacks. I'm gonna green flame blade, the one I hex, the one like above me. Does a... Ay, what is these low rolls? 9. It's not hit.
9
Yes,
does not
incorrect.
hit.
Okay, I'm going to then seeing if I got really anything. I am decent on my health thanks to Ira. So. What does a potion of healing do? Yeah, I'm only 4 points down, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm actually just gonna. That'll be my turn. I can't really move without opportunity attacks, so.
All right. 1 second. All right, Jasper, you're up.
Well, even though he's in the water, that arcane link is still crackling between us, me and the priest. So I'll use my bonus action again to do 1d12 arcane damage. That would be 10 more points of damage. And hopefully that forces another concentration check.
All right. 10 damage there. So I don't have that. Anyways, all right. So, do you want to give us some kind of description here in this jolt of electricity there, Jasper?
Yeah, sir. So that blue-white bolt of energy, or crackling bolt of energy that's connecting our chests. Looking at the two unconscious creatures at my feet, and giving a little bit of a glare at the priest for basically waylaying us and devastating us with his ranged attacks, his spear or javelin, whatever he's got. I do the Iron Man and take both hands and just tense and shoot this ball of blue-white energy from my chest down along the channel, striking him squarely in the chest.
And it does. It just bolts across the screen directly at him. The whole chest, as it bursts in, the electricity seems to go pile up inside the chest there. You can see scales kind of melting away before it bursts out. The heart explodes inside as it's suddenly beating very quickly. Creature falls dead into the water there. The rest of them around begin to howl, letting out those nasty gargling sounds. They're all just screaming at the skies there. The eye begins to flash, and the obelisk itself begins to crack and crumble. The two who are hanging from there, the villagers, start squirming and shaking, convulsing in every which way as their bodies start splitting open and their own half-developed fish-like creature slump over, dead from the ropes hanging off of it. It all crumbles around. These creatures seem to fall in on themselves, this nasty little glowing breath escaping their mouths as they all drop down to the ground there. Soon enough, they're all left motionless. The only thing keeping its glow now, that eye flickering over at the wall there. Much lower now is the glow. No longer nearly as powerful as it was, but still barely there. 1 second. Is it all kinds of Sorry, my sounds were acting weird there. All right, and with that, the rest of them have all fallen dead there, just kind of burst open at their own seams. All that's left
Rotting
is
fish.
a flickering eye. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to grab the corpse of the priest, the fish priest, from the water and drag it out in front of Ragnar like, bah. He's already dead. I took it myself, if you didn't see.
Thanks. Oh, jeez, that was intense. As I look at all the now dead fish bodies around me.
They all
I
begin to
mean-
kind of sink. They're all still there, but kind of sink down into the muck a bit more.
I would
Really
Walk.
fishy, but
walk up here.
Thanks, Sarah. Again.
Yeah. No problem.
Is everyone okay?
yeah, more than okay. I mean, we killed the priest. I
Can't
mean, but I didn't expect that he was like a full-on fish. That means that the villagers are the same, no?
It seems he, by the looks of what happened to the two on the obelisk over there, it would appear he was turning them into those fish creatures. The ones we fought were probably the villagers who have been going missing. That we had received. Or the ones that had originally gone even strange that we had received. That the Hall of Horns had received the request regarding about.
So
What does that eye look like? Does it look like it's moving, or does it look like some sort of magical?
It is now. It doesn't look as if it's just some kind of innate or ornate eyeball there. This thing has been watching the whole time, turning towards the fight, looking off at the priest there. At this point, the eye looks constricted at the sides there, like it's giving you just the evilest, meanest side eye you've ever gotten in your life. As it stares down, the red light that's now beaming out of it flickers slightly as it stares off in y'all's direction.
Shoot it with a crossbow.
All right. Fire off. Go ahead and just give me it's a rather large wall there. Just go ahead and give me damage.
Okay.
While they're doing that, does it look like I would be able to walk across to the island in the middle? Or would I have to swim across, or?
A little bit of swimming towards the middle there. But
Do I think I'd be able to make it?
yeah, it doesn't look like the water still kind of spirals, but it doesn't look insanely insanely rapid or anything like that. And shot over there with 14. That
And max
over.
damage.
It looks like it. I would hope so. It strikes into the eye there, and you see this goop start pouring out of it, spraying off in every direction, like it was under some insanely high pressure underneath it. The whole ground around you shakes a bit. The eye pulls back. These two big lids from the sides close in and smash off the end of the arrow before it opens back up again. The eye then pupil kind of narrows in, not down the center perfect circle like a lens, but it focuses in until it makes a kind of upside down triangle that stares directly at you, Jasper. And then the whole thing opens up wide, insanely dilated until each corner of the triangle is covering the very sides of the lids there. And the whole ground starts shaking rapidly around you all. You can feel everything on the island shifting, shaking. Things are starting to crumble down around you. A couple of chunks of those hanging over little cliff sides there break off, and spikes come smashing into the water. What's everybody doing?
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
It's the thing that ate me. It's breaking free. We have to get out of here. We're gonna be buried alive otherwise.
what?
Loot the priest.
Or
and run away.
eaten alive. I mean, what? I mean, grab the necklace and we run. I mean, what are we going to do here?
Yeah, Ragnar, immediately jump in the water, grab the priest, and try to grab that necklace that we saw him use, and see if there's anything else on that priest real quick.
So aside from the necklace, he's still got kind of halfway hanging into the little sliminess of his hands there, that spear that he carried. Are you guys taking a minute to try to pat him down any further, or are you grabbing the stuff and then running?
Good question. Did you say that the villagers are dead as well because they were like half transformed?
They did. Once the priest died, they started splitting open and burst open. It was like half developed larvas underneath an outer shell.
So they were dead already.
Well, while those guys are looting the priest, which I wholeheartedly endorse, I'm going to take my action to scout out a best way out of here so that we can save a little bit of time.
All right, go ahead and you roll me survival as you're kind of trying to get a feel for what's going, where the vibrations are centered at and everything. And
I was gonna ask if I could help him since that was kind of what I was suggesting as well.
if you're gonna help, then go ahead and roll that with advantage. And then who exactly, Ragnar? You're closest on him right now, followed by Finvar. Are you guys looting the?
I think I'm gonna take the chance and try and full on loot him.
All right, go ahead.
I dragged the guy from the outside the wall when I was going out.
All right, so you're dragging and pulling him over there. So as you're pulling him up and he's coming in to kind of pat him down real quick, go ahead and with advantage give me your investigation check there, Ragnar.
I'm going to use lucky on the survival too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Okay. 10.
Woo! 21.
21. All right, so taking what time you can, you're kind of searching on his body there, but you're not really finding anything in any kind of pockets. A lot of what clothes and the robes he did have on were all torn off when he removed that outer shell, but you do see in the opened up carcass there some kind of a necklace, a strange gem, about that big, little hooks off on the top and bottom, and a big green gem in the center of it, hanging from a golden chain. Buried down in the carcass. Are you grabbing that out?
Yeah.
All right. You grab and give it a pull. It lets go. The body itself is quickly decaying. It all just comes off with guts and entrails just hanging off of it, but wipes off quickly in the water as you all get moving. As far as Jasper over there, Jasper and Ira trying to find the way out. Every which way that you guys are looking towards to see the fastest way out, a different one than you came, keeps crumbling in. All that you're left to do is push back and try to make it down the path that you guys have followed here to begin with. Now, is everybody heading off that way, or is anybody doing anything else in this area?
One more quick glance around just to see if Torrin's around. That's it.
Yeah, from where you're looking, still no sign of Torrin.
Okay.
He would not be here. We have to run and we find him later, I think.
All right.
I would be heading back to the path that we took up here.
Right.
I'm following
So as
Jasper.
you all get pushing back up the hill, up the slope as best you can, running back up the kind of cavern that you had made your way through before it starts to rise a bit and then descend again. Now, everything is still shaking. There are parts that are crumbling in. You're having to take different paths than you originally followed. The ground keeps giving way more and more as parts are getting softer and softer. Some of it, what was like rock steps before, are now like just squishy, slippery slopes there. And eventually you hit one slope coming down where it all kind of just seems to give way, as if it all just went from a solid to a jelly-like liquid in a second, and leaves you sliding down the hill there. Give me acrobatics checks, everybody.
19.
14.
And an 8 for
18.
Jasper. So with that, as everybody goes sliding down this pathway there, kind of tubes, it's almost like bobsledding for a minute, but most of you manage to, whether you're using whatever weapons you have or just catching your balance as best you can and digging your hand in behind you, manage to maintain some kind of equilibrium all except for Jasper, who it lets loose. He starts sliding him off quickly there. You can see off ahead of you where the path opens up, things continue to crumble. Jasper, as you're quickly just speeding towards this opening, you can see somewhere a large peak fall and smash at the ground outside of the head of the entrance there. All you can do is try your best to try to stop yourself, or if you have any other plan that you can quickly think of as you're heading towards what is now just an opening off the edge of a cliff. What are you doing?
Yikes. Well, I've got one spell slot left if I can use a bonus action to cast Jump on myself to help me jump out of this path.
I like it. So casting Jump on yourself, which I'm going to let you give advantage on the acrobatics check.
Cool.
So go ahead and give me acrobatics with advantage.
That'll be 21.
21. So sliding in quickly. You had lost your footing before, but you can see what's going on ahead of you there. You quickly pull it together, cast a spell on yourself. At the speed that you're going, from where it's kind of coming across and it's opening up on one end there, you can see a lot of that rubble is there. If you were to smack into it, you're doomed. If you were walking across it, you'd probably be fine, because it does create somewhat of a bit of a dip, but where you're at, going way too fast. So you cast a spell as you're sliding down, catching your footing just enough to leap over that divot there, landing back on your feet on the opposite side, just barely leaning forward, avoiding a little bit of more slippery muck ahead of you before you kind of rebalance yourself as the rest of the group is catching up, sliding in a bit smoother, slowing down enough to run across that divot there before they catch back up with you. You all proceed onwards, running quickly as fast as you can as things are just crumbling down around you, till eventually you at least make your way out of the actual the mountainside there. Now you're back in the muck of things. You're running as fast as you can. Some areas, thick mud that slows you down. You can see, looking back over your shoulder, the mountain itself seems to be getting shorter. What seemed before like it was just towering high above you now looks like it's lost half its height. Continue running onwards as things continue to seem to get smaller and smaller. Even the creatures you're seeing, they're all mostly ignoring you, moving past and all heading inwards towards the direction you're all running away from. Finally, the shoreline is in sight. You can see your rowboat just pulled up on the shore there. But you can also see the other lines of the shore going further out. They're sinking down beneath the water. You can see that water line receding in towards your boat. Everybody give me athletics. Dig in. Run for it. If you have something else to do, just let me know.
I'm going to stop right there, like when everyone is going to the robot. 1-4. Okay, and I'm going to stop and wait, hold on a second. Are we going out without Dorin? He's here, no? Where he could be? I mean, the robot is still here, so.
Well, the island is sinking, so we need the boat regardless.
But we cannot let him here. He will drown as well.
Honestly, we could go back and get him. I have something for a rowboat.
You have something for a boat? Hold on.
I found it here, and I'll pull out the little rod thing, and there's a boat like symbol on it, rune.
So, I mean, let's go search for him. I mean, he must be near. He cannot be far away from us. Or what do you think?
I'm definitely going to look around and see if I can find any sort of sign of, besides our tracks in, any other sign of maybe Torin walking back this way, or to hopefully give us a kind of a hint.
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Keep in mind the water line is still quickly receding in here.
I'm not the best. Sorry, y'all.
It's better than my athletics check.
You look around trying to see if there's any signs of any other movement here, but you don't spot any.
Yeah, Finvar, if you've got any ideas, I'm all for it. Otherwise, I say we grab the boat and wait for the island to sink and see if we can see Torin in the water.
Torrid! Torrid!
I don't know what to do. We shouldn't left him behind. No, I think we can't let him behind. We'll be.
No.
Oh,
You all hear a
island.
monstrous roar. Something vicious that wells out, halfway seeming muffled as if screaming through water, but loud enough that whatever lungs made this must have been amazingly powerful. And you can see, just as the shoreline was receding, everything was kind of coming up higher, the water getting deeper. Suddenly, you can see the tips of the shoreline start to climb upwards. You can see the very tips of what should be a shore, but now looks more like if you took a squid
Okay,
and flipped it
give
upside
me a
down,
roll.
the inwards closing in. What do you all do?
Give me a roll.
Run!
All right,
We gotta run.
you all
Yeah.
get back to running. Let me get so as you guys had kind of stopped and started talking about this, that gave Ira, who had slipped up before and kind of halfway stumbled into the muck there, time to get up and catch back up the rest of the way with you guys. Now, let's get another. Let me get another athletics checks for everybody.
Oh man.
Okay, 15.
Not much better, a 6.
14.
14, Jasper a 10, Finvar 15. Okay, so you all get running there. Finvar being the first one to make contact with the boat and start kind of pushing it forward, followed quickly after Ragnar. Jasper catch up. Ira is still running behind, trying to catch up as best as he can. The rest of you are pushing it off into the water. At this point, from where the boat is sitting, the shore starts to crawl up. You all are kind of pushing in there. By the time you're stepping on and pushing off the shore, you're almost sloping off of this creature rising out of the water there. You're sliding off of the edge of that. Ira, you're coming off the very peak of it and have to leap for it. Give me an acrobatics check.
18.
18. All right. Leaps off the edge there and just manages to smash into the boat as you all drop a good 6-7 feet back into the water as everything keeps moving and shifting, throwing you all about. As you can see this thing, the island itself, closing up like giant tentacles with this mucky land on the inside of it that seems almost like a monstrous rose closing up on the bud on the inside. You hear another nasty screech as it pulls under. You can feel the boat kind of getting caught in the backdrift a little bit, pulling you towards it before the other end of the creature rises up for just a second. This long, insanely long snout, this leviathan of a creature that opens its mouth, snaps it shut before swimming deep back down into the depths there, leaving you all floating in the water there.
Holy moly.
I told you the island was alive. I told you I wasn't crazy. I was inside of that.
I mean, the island.
Warren
It
in
must
there?
have torn still.
All right, and that is where we are going to call the session for the night.
Hey, excellent.
No.
Figure there's a lot to absorb and, think over and all that. So, we want to give you guys some chance to recover. All right, give me 1 second. Just getting something set up here. All right, but that is going to be it for everybody. First off, don't run off too soon. We do have some XP that needs to be rewarded here. Let's see. What are these numbers? Oh, damn. And it's going to be a little extra nice since you guys were down a character again this week.
So we were all the time like in the mouth of the Leviathan.
It's more like, think about it like if you flipped a squid or an octopus upside down. Like if you had it upside down and opened up the inside where the suckers and everything are, that was all the land. The beak is like the massive mountain in the middle there.
Good thing we didn't go into the anus.
Yeah.
Who says you all didn't? And then the ain't. Oh Lord, I forgot you guys renamed my gaping hole. It's messed up. All right, so with that, everyone is going to get from combat 600 XP, from exploration, everything like that. Get another 150, so 750 XP for tonight.
Ooh. Very nice.
And then that is going to be it for us here tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I liked it. That was a good one, and means I also get to be devious and start planning other crazy things to put you guys through. So that'll be fun. Again, if you enjoyed it, check us out. Again, if you miss a session, I post them every Saturday over on the YouTube. Check me out on TikTok, where I'm over there just posting tips and whatever else happens to come to my mind, which can be a lot of things or absolutely nothing sometimes. And then over on Instagram, and that's just more my personal stuff if you just want to say what's up. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for the night. We are going to get ready to do a little raid here and show some love. So make sure you sign off on there. We'll send you over, say hello, tell them Risen sent you, and maybe we'll find some other cool people to check out their games for after when we're done here. All right, we'll be going over there and heading over there now. All right, everybody, have a good night. Peace out. Bye.